third juice is intestinal juice secreted by intestinal glands. It also contains protein digesting, fat digesting, and carbohydrate digesting enzymes. So the enzyme present in it is called peptidase, that is protein digesting enzyme. It converts peptides. Peptides are already formed here from proteins. So this enzyme converts peptides into amino acids. There is one more enzyme called maltase. It acts on maltose and convert it into glucose. Sucrase act on sucrose and convert it into glucose and fructose. Lactase act on milk sugar lactose and convert it into glucose and galactose. Lipase act on emulsified fat and convert it into fatty acid and glycerol. So in this way, after digestion, the carbohydrates are finally converted into glucose, proteins are converted into amino acids, and fat is converted into fatty acid and glycerol. Now comes the absorption of food. How is this food absorbed? Food is absorbed in small intestine. Small intestine has finger-like projections which are called villi. These villi have blood capillaries and lymphatic capillaries in it. Lymphatic capillaries are called lacteals. These help in the absorption of digested food. All the amino acids and glucose, they are directly absorbed into blood, while the fat and glycerol, they are absorbed by lymph vessels, and then they enter the lymphatic system, and from there they enter into bloodstream. So they do not directly enter into blood. They first enter into lymph and then they goes to the bloodstream. Now after the digestion, the food goes into large intestine. Large intestine has these three parts: cecum, colon, and rectum. No digestion takes place in large intestine. Now here the undigested food is left only. So in this part of intestine, excess of water is absorbed from the food, and the waste product that are excreted out from the body through rectum, and this process is known as defecation. After this, now comes the next topic, that is called assimilation of food. Assimilation is the conversion of the absorbed digested food into body material. अब कैसे यूज हो रहा है वो जो डाइजेस्ट किया हमने फूड. So all the digested carbohydrate is in the form of glucose. So this glucose goes to the liver, where excess of glucose is converted into glycogen as a store food, and this process is known as glycogenesis. And whenever body requires energy, this glycogen is again converted into glucose by the process of glycogenolysis. Now amino acids that are formed by the digestion of proteins, they are utilized for making body. They are the body building food. So wherever there is any repair work required or growth work required in the body, these amino acids are utilized there. But the excess of amino acid, if there is excess of amino acid, they can't be stored like glucose. जैसे हम glucose stored कर सकते हैं, these amino acids cannot be stored. So these amino acids goes to the liver, excess of amino acids, where they are broken down. This process is called deamination. So these are broken down, and the nitrogen part of them, it is converted into urea, which goes to kidney for excretion. It is excreted out from there in the form of urine, and rest of the part is converted into glucose that can be utilized. Fatty acid and glycerol, these are utilized, and excess of them are stored under the skin as the subcutaneous fat. So you can see that liver plays very important role here.